anger in Israel is growing against the Netanyahu government, and thousands of protesters have taken to the streets demanding the removal of Prime Minister Netanyahu and an end to the war in Gaza. And demonstrations took place at the Habima Square, with some blaming Netanyahu and other officials for Hamas attacks of October 7th. Meanwhile, in Jerusalem, people gathered in front of the house of the Israeli president to demand the release of captives held by Hamas. And protesters held signs bearing images of hostages' faces and messages such as, quote unquote, "Get them out of hell."
I think the government should do everything they can do to bring them back home. It's so many days, too many days that they're there.
It's important for me to be here to demand a ceasefire now and a political solution now, and to convey our voices and to shout as loud as we can, even through the repression that we are experiencing right now. And even though no one wants us to voice those voices, it's more important than ever for us to voice them and to say however loud we can and whenever we can. And it's important for me to be a part of this, to be part of the solution and not part of the problem.
Now, this is seen as one of the major anti-government protests, and since the war began on October 7th, protesters called for elections as they came out on the streets of Tel Aviv. More than 100 people are still believed to be in Hamas's captivity. And Sunday marks 100 days since the October 7th attack, after which Israel launched an offensive aimed at wiping out Hamas. Israel's offensive has so far killed over 22,000 people in Gaza during a temporary truce in November. Hamas released 105 hostages in a mutually agreed hostage exchange between Hamas and Israel.